All right, so for those of you who are here for the second part of my Steelbook collection of 2021, let's just say something glitched with my camera, so I have to make it part two. So if you haven't seen the first part of this, go ahead and check it out. But this is the second half of my entire Steelbook collection for 2021. A little recap. I've since collected. I have a video up here for some of my Steelbooks and stuff like that, but that's from a few months back, and I've collected more since. So I'm on vacation, so why not do a full, complete Steelbook update, I guess you would want to call it. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy it. Stick around for the end of this because, like I said in the previous video, I do have a giveaway, but it's on my TikTok because I hit a milestone on there. Anytime I hit a milestone on either my Instagram, my Facebook, or my TikTok, I will be giving away some kind of thing, whether it's a gift card or a movie or a digital code or something along those lines. So check out all my social media. I guess I'll say that now. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to this channel, I do a whole bunch of stuff with movies, unboxings, reviews, showing off my collection. So subscribe, hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and of course hit that bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. Comment, let me know which are some of your favorite in this collection. And like I said, check the description because I'll leave all my other social medias in the description, where I have a Twitter and Instagram where I show off the movies behind me. TikTok, like I said, go follow me there because I will be giving away something. Stick around to the end of this video to figure out what. And yeah, so let me get into this one. It took a while with the other one. So I left off with one of the comic book art ones, I guess you want to call it. So it's pitch black. It fell off the bed, so I wasn't able to show that off. So let me get into my horror movie. Well, first, this is Streets of Fire. This is a Shout Factory Steelbook, and then I'll show off if I can find it somewhere. I'll show it off later. But there is a Kino Lorber. Two companies that I only have one Steelbook from. Actually, it's right here. I put it at the end. So it is a Kino title, and it's Rawhead Rex. So yes, for those of you who haven't seen Rawhead Rex, Kino has put out like a little cool looking box set thing, and then they also put out a Steelbook. So I picked that up with the recent sale that they had. Now going into Scream Factory Steelbooks. This is the Army of Darkness one. I'll have to kind of tilt these ones. The cover art is just, I think, some of the best around. So you have Army of Darkness, then you have Escape from New York. A lot of these I haven't even opened because a lot of them are limited ones. This one I did open because someone wanted to know the quality, but this is the Fog. You have Forbidden World. I haven't even seen this movie like ever. So Forbidden World. Then you have Galaxy of Terror. That cover art is just popping out. The Halloween 2 Steelbook. What is this? Howling. Again, some of these. Let me see if I can move my camera a little bit because some of these are glary because I do have them in the plastic. This is Humanoids from the Deep, or yeah, Humanoids from the Deep. You have Life Force Vampire Story in Space. Yeah, maybe if I hold them back a little bit. Motel Hell with the guy in the pig mask and the chainsaw. This is My Bloody Valentine. can move these down a little bit. Night of the Demons. Prince of Darkness. Pumpkinhead. Piranha. Slumber Party Massacre. And They Live. Which I do have another copy of. I bought its second copy. Finally got my hands on Popcorn, the Steelbook. The back is really cool looking too. This, I think, is the original cover art for it. Now, getting into the... they were like Best Buy exclusives years ago with these cool looking, you know, drawn... They had regular DVDs with the like just like the faceplate to it, but then of course they put out these steel books. So there's 3 left that I believe I have to get. Black Swan, so that's Abraham what is it, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, and you have Black Swan. All of them are by the same artist. Does it tell you? I can't even think of the guy who did it, but all of them have this like cool looking cover art to it. Carrie. Some of them are a little bit harder to find. Child's Play, like Child's Play, Carrie, the Killer Clowns from Outer Space you could have found on Hamilton book for cheap. This is From Hell. The Fly. This is Jeff Goldblum's The Fly. This is, what do you call it? The Hills Have Eyes. The only thing with these is they have a cool looking cover, but every single one has like a plain background, so there's nothing really to the back of it. Some of these I bought off eBay brand new. Some of them that I didn't have I bought off eBay like used. So some of them you'll see just a plain back. Jennifer's Body, one of my favorite out of this whole set, and one of the hardest to find. This one was up there for pretty expensive. Got it for like $50. I think I found it for finally. Jeepers Creepers. This is the Killer Clowns from Outer Space one. Like I said, Hamilton book had this. Carrie, Child's Play. I'm trying to think if they had another one, but they had a whole bunch of stock of these, so you could have found those for pretty cheap. But then there's some that are a little bit more expensive. This one they had for a little bit. The Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, should I say, Return of the Living Dead. But they had that one for a little bit, and then that one sold out. Then you have Poltergeist. The Door, or What's Beyond the Door, or The Other Side of the Door. Wrong Turn. Again, every single one just has the plain back, but the front of it are, the money maker of it, I guess you want to call it. Then you have Victor Frankenstein. And Young Frankenstein. I believe the 3 that I don't have are They do have a Joyride one. They also have, I believe, it's a Devil's Due, and there's a third one that I don't have, and then I should have the entire collection, but like I said, some are definitely harder to find than others. Going into this is the 8-movie, the Universal Movie Monsters collection, which I'll show. I have these multiple times. I have the big box set with like the Legacy collections. I got this. I got the Blu-rays where they had like the cool looking cover art. Then they had the ones that are glow in the dark. So I have those Universal Movie Monsters a few times over. Now getting into the Arrow versions or editions, the 12 Monkeys Steelbook right there. American Werewolf in London. Definitely one of the cooler looking covers for sure. Like I said, never really got into steelbooks until I noticed how cool the cover art was to them. So then Bride of the Reanimator. This one I think is out of print, so it's a little harder to find. But that's Bride of the Reanimator, and then the back cover is the heart with the needle going into it. Candyman. This one came out a few months ago. I believe around the time that the movie came out. But this is the original one with Tony Todd. Really cool looking cover art. Driller Killer. Pretty interesting and intense cover to that one for sure. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. The Hills Have Eyes. The original one. With Michael Berryman and can't even think who else is in that. The Last House on the Left. Society. I do have this. I have a regular DVD. I got a regular Blu-ray, and then I also have the Arrow set that's over there where it's like shunting and stuff. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Don't like it as much as the first Cloverfield. Still haven't even sat down to watch Cloverfield. I can't even think of the third one, but this is the American Werewolf in London pop art version. Stephen King's Cat's Eye. Christine. Another like pop art version, I guess you want to call it. District 9. Canadian release. Don't Breathe. I like this one a whole lot. Just because I believe this is like a French release or something like that, so not even gonna open it, but just a guy looking at you is pretty creepy in my book. The Exorcist. Friday the 13th, the final cut, or killer cut, should I say. Friday the 13th. This one on the back, all it has is that it's the 40th edition. It has that. Friday the 13th, Part 2. This is the 40th anniversary limited edition as well. Glass. I don't know. Is this the... I don't think so. I was going to say if it's a 4K one, but I don't think it is. But this is Glass. And then the original It with Tim Curry. Now I'm going to pause it because I got to move a whole bunch of stuff around. And I'm going to pause it this time. This is It, Chapter 2. This is the 4K edition. So, Chapter 2, wasn't really into that. It Follows. I never really liked the second half of the original It either. So when they made a second movie, wasn't really into that one. This one I believe is a French release or something. Could be completely wrong, or I don't know where it's from. But this is Jennifer's Body. Just her in a schoolgirl outfit and sitting in a chair. So, Leprechaun, the 7-movie set, I believe. 7-film collection. This does not have the newest one that came out, Leprechaun Returns, but it goes through Origins. Mandy, this is a RLJE Films / Shudder film release. So, Mandy. Nightmare on Elm Street, this is the original one with Robert Englund, not the the remake or anything like that. This is the double pack of the Grindhouse, the old school movies with the Planet Terror and Death Proof. This came out in the early 2000s, I believe, or mid 2000s. A special edition of Predator with Arnold and the Predator there. This is Quiet Place, the first one. Then the Mondo version of it. I like this one a lot, actually. A little glary, but Mondo version of A Quiet Place. This is the Quiet Place 2 Steelbook. This is the 4K edition of it. The 3-pack of the Rob Zombie films. A little harder to find when they were in stores. Only place you got this was Target. I believe this is a Target release, and it comes with the House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, and 3 from Hell set. Salem's Lot. Scary Stories to Tell at Night. Movie wasn't that bad, to tell you the truth, for all the anticipation I had for it. Just or Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, should I say? But from reading the books when I was younger, they did justice to it. This is the Sharknado collection. This is all 6 of them, unless they come out with another one, which I'm sure they will at some point. But it comes with Sharknado 2, the second one, Sharknado 3, Oh Hell No, Sharknado, The Fourth Awakens, Five-Nado, or Five-Nado something, has a number 5, what is it, Global Swarming, and Sharknado 6, It's About Time. So it's got all 6 movies in it. A little harder to find, I believe, with this one. This is the Mondo edition of Shaun of the Dead. Really cool looking. Don't have many Mondos, but from what I see from them, they're really cool. This is Terrifier. This one I think is, I had one delivered to me with a dent, but they sent a new one over, and then I just kept this one. The back cover, of course, is crazy. If you haven't seen the movie, that scene in the movie is crazy. Tigers Are Not Afraid. This is a Shudder version, or RLJE Films. This is the limited Steelbook edition of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is Train to Busan. I have to get the Peninsula second one, but definitely a fun zombie flick for sure. This is the Tremors 6-movie collection Steelbook. Comes with Tremors, Tremors 2, Tremors 3, Back to Perfection. Then you have Tremors 4, Tremors 5, Bloodlines, Tremors 6, A Cold Day in Hell. But then there's a 7th one as well. Tucker and Dale versus Evil, one of my favorite Steelbooks of all time, just because I love this movie and it's cool looking. Has like this cartoonish style to it. This is the Underworld collection. 5 movies. The Underworld Evolutions, Underworld Rise of the Lycans, Underworld Awakenings, and Underworld Blood Wars. So that one. I have Us. That's the 4K edition of Us. I like that one better than Get Out. World War Z with Brad Pitt on the cover. Zombieland. Now, like I was saying, I had that 8 movie, the Universal Monster movie collection. Then I had the regular DVDs with the slip covers. Then they put out the ones with the glow-in-the-dark covers. Then they put out, well, they had that Legacy Complete series. But then they put these out, which now they have 4K editions of some of them. But this is the Bride of Frankenstein. This is the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Dracula. Frankenstein. Invisible Man. The Mummy. And the Wolfman. The only one out of this set that didn't get a Steelbook release was the Phantom of the Opera. Then I got this just because it was on sale. This is the 3 from Hell Steelbook, where then you get the 3 characters with skulls. So I already had the Rob Zombie collection, but I got that one. This is a recent pickup. The only reason I don't have it in a cover is because I ran out. I have more coming with some more Steelbooks as well. But that's the Dark Tower. Evil Dead. Never knew this had a Steelbook, and then found it on eBay, and I'm like, let me get it. The back is pretty interesting. This is the Friday the 13th 8 movie set. Already had that Scream Factory box set, but I'm like, oh, this one's pretty cool. It was on sale for Black Friday on Amazon, so I'm like, why not pick it up? This is Old, the M. Night Shyamalan movie, the most recent one. This is Psycho, the FYE exclusive copy of it. There's like 4 different versions of Psycho that I might eventually want to pick up. Spiral. The back isn't, anything too crazy. And then I also have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the 40th anniversary edition. I forget where this is, was put out originally. I believe it might have been a Target exclusive. Don't remember. Bought this off eBay. So I'm going to pause it one more time, get some of this out of the way, and then, like I said, stick around for what I'm going to be giving away on TikTok. Alright, done with the rest. I got more 4Ks, and then I got a whole bunch of like superhero ones. Superhero, Transformers, stuff like that. Let me get into that first. We'll go here, I guess. So I do have the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse one. This is another recent pickup of mine, so it does not have any protective sleeve on it. But like I said, I'm picking up a whole bunch more. Spider-Man Homecoming, the like comic booky type pop art-ish style. I have Superman, the Superman versus Batman, or Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. This is not the Snyder cut of it. Fantastic Four. This is like the 3rd remake or version of it. I'll try to put these somewhat back in order. This is the Justice League cartoonish Steelbook. Not Zack Snyder's. Rogue One. This is the Star Wars edition of it. Star Wars edition. Star Wars Rogue One. Deadpool. One of these is the 4K and one of them's the regular. And I can't tell which. I mean, eventually I'll just open them up. But I couldn't tell which one's the 4K version of it and which one's the regular version of it. I'm guessing this is the 4K because usually with mine I'll keep the yeah, it has to be because this one only says Blu-ray and DVD. So usually I keep the back card to them. So I'm guessing that's one of them's 4K, one of them's the regular one. This is Deadpool 2. This is the super duper blah 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 cut of it, collectible 4K Steelbook. Pretty heavy too. If you haven't owned this one, don't know if anything's in it. Transformers Age of Extinction. Only have 2 Transformer Steelbooks because they had cool looking covers. The rest were kind of boring. Transformers and the Last Night. X-Men First Class. X-Men, this is what? Days of Futures Past, I believe. Then it gets into these, I don't even know what to call them. Collectible exclusive art by Matt Ferguson. This is the Ant-Man. Avengers. The Avengers Age of Ultron. And Captain America Civil War. So I got a couple of those ones. Like I said, I got those for the cover art. I do have some in, just my normal Blu-ray collection. So the only reason I picked those up is because of the cover art. This are my 4K editions. The Birds 4K. Should have been with my horror movies, but Animal House 4K. So what I'll probably do is, after this video, go through and find out all the 4K editions and kind of put those to the side. Almost Famous. American Psycho. This is the one where you pull it down and the face comes off. This is the 4K edition of the Avengers Infinity War. 4K of Backdraft. I like that cover art a lot. Birds of Prey. Love Margot Robbie. So her as what's her name? Harley Quinn. Boys in the Hood. Recent pickup. This is Chaos Walking. Still haven't seen this one, but cover art's pretty cool for that. And then I guess it could have like a reverse cover art kind of deal. Like some of these you can take out and reverse it and it'll look like it kind of belongs. Some of them don't. This is Gremlins, the 4K edition of it. This one I like a lot. Halloween. This is the is it the Rob Zombie one? This is the first before Halloween Kills. This is the Halloween one. I forgot which one that version that was. Hellboy. Hunt for Red October. It. It's a Wonderful Life. Just in time for Christmas. This is John Wick 1 and 2 in this dual pack. I want to get the, John Wick 3 eventually. Jumanji, the 4K edition of it. The one with the, looks like the board game and stuff. King Kong. This is the 2000s version, or 2000, like early 2000s, with Jack Black and Adrian Brody. Knives Out. This is the one that looks like the book. And then if you flip the cover, you'll find out who the killer is. Last Action Hero. This is the 4K edition of it. Men in Black 3 International. The New Mutants. Some people didn't like this one. I did. This is the X-Men, the New Mutants. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Alfred Hitchcock's The Psycho. Like I said, there's like 4 different copies of this. There's another one, I believe. Saw 4K edition, unrated. Scream, this one recently came out, a little harder to get, sold out pretty quickly. Starship Troopers Traitor of Mars. This one's a animated edition of, you know, the in the series of Starship Troopers. Never knew existed, bought it, and yeah, this is the Suicide Squad, the Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Super 8 4K. This one I like a lot. Just the cover art to this one pops. All the little kids, like I said, if you haven't seen Super 8, definitely a fun one for sure. Tom Cruise and Top Gun 4K edition. Transformers the movie. This is put out, I believe, by Shout Factory. 4K edition of Transformers. This is, what do you want to call it? Unbreakable. Recent 4K edition. I was about to say Glass again, but I would have been wrong. That's Unbreakable. And Whiplash. Bloody, drum and all that stuff. And this is Wonder Woman 1984, the 4K edition of it. Some of these, I bought these, covers, and the one batch I got kind of all suck horribly. And then some of these are a little bit harder to find. I'll wait till the end for that one, which I'll show off. But these are a little bit more on the rare side, I guess you want to call it. This one, probably the easier one to find if you can, but that's the Clueless 25th anniversary. The spotted one, I get not spotted, but then you have the 4K version of Hocus Pocus. This is a Best Buy exclusive. I know they had a Target exclusive and stuff like that, but this is the 4K edition of it. I have the Nightmare Before Christmas glow in the dark one. This one came out a little harder to find too. When this one came out, it was harder to find. This is the Walt Disney Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know if this is the Disney Club exclusive, but this one I never saw anywhere outside of eBay. I saw this and I'm like, let me get it. Pushing $50, so I'm like, let me get that one. For some reason, this one is expensive. La La Land Steelbook, a little harder to find. This one is out of print and stuff like that. And the one I will be giving away on TikTok. I tried to do it before. I got my TikTok banned and stuff, so I thought I'd bring it back. I do have a couple copies of this, so I was going to give it away. Hit 5,000 followers on TikTok, so anytime I hit something big, then usually I'll give something away. And this one is the one I'm going to be giving away, and it's the Hocus Pocus Steelbook, the book version of it. I'm going to give away the one that's already open. I have 2 that are unopened, and I got this one. just because at that point in time when I found it, I knew it was hard. I had to go to 3 different Best Buys to get it, and now it's out of print, going for like, you know, close to $100. So I will be giving away this on my TikTok. So for those of you who have a TikTok, check the description so you can find mine, or just go to Tony Has 9 Fingers on TikTok. Eventually, probably once you see this video, the video will already be up. The you know, place for it, or the video for it will be up. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, both parts. Like I said, camera messed up in the middle, so you'll have 2 different. I guess it's better because it would probably would have been a long video. Probably over at this point in time, both videos are about 35 minutes, so would have been a long time. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Some of those, if you want to see like closer up, I know it was a little harder with the glare and such with the boxes, but I want to keep them safe. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which one you like the most, which, you know, like it's the, you know, the special edition horror movies with the certain cover, or the Universal movie monsters, whatever have you. Let me know which one your favorite might have been. And yeah, I guess until next time, hit that bell button so you know when I do upload more stuff. And until then, I'll see you guys.